All right, we're rolling. Hi, this is Pat Stolley, and I'm going to show you a few of the things that I used on the Daytrotter session tonight, recording Delta Spirit. What I like, well, the number one thing, like I said earlier, that makes them successful is when the band's really good, and you know that's more than half the battle. If the band has their songs arranged and they do them, they know what they're doing, and they have their stuff dialed in. You know how to, you know what I mean? Know their own equipment and all that kind of stuff, and it sounds good at the start. That's half the battle. But I mean, mostly I use a lot of ribbon mics and just adjust the nulls of the mics to try to get a little bit of isolation, or just to know what's going to come out the backside of the mic that's going to complement that particular thing.
And how come ribbon mics are good at isolation?
Well, they're only good at isolation at a 90-degree angle from the poles, from the pickup patterns, and there's almost nothing in the null at a 90-degree angle from the pickup patterns. So if I turn all the nulls towards the drums, or if I know that I don't want a certain thing in another mic's backside pickup pattern or something like that, I'll put a gobo behind it, or just turn it to a certain way and pan it a certain way.
Which of the rack gear is your favorite to use on this session and others like it?
There's only a few things that I always do. Like I said, I try to do something different just about every single session, just to either remind myself of why I'm doing what I always do, or to just see if I can learn something new. But I almost always use these Spectrasonics IM6 strips, and I'm smiling while I'm talking about them because they're just amazing. They came out of a console that a friend of mine bought that was at Paramount Studios in LA, and apparently Quincy Jones was into this particular console, like he liked it a lot. So I got the nickname Quincy from a band that I recorded a while ago. They're just great. They're just... Spectrasonic stuff's amazing. I learned about it from a friend of mine, and it's just really... It's nice. It's got character, it's clear, it's... These six pre's down here are built from some Spectrasonics preamp cards that I got, from 110 cards that I got out of a radio console, and then I built the box, and then a friend of mine wired them up, and they have two different sets of transformers. Two of them are Lundahl transformers, two of them are Triad A67 transformers, and two of them are Triad HS66 transformers. And they all have a slightly different sound. The Lundahls are really clean. They're kind of like a vocal. I use them for vocals sometimes for drum overheads and things like that, but the A67Js are really good for guitar. They have a little bit of high-end roll-off, kind of some grit, some mid-range grit. The HS66s are about the same as the A67Js, but they're just a little bit more like in that direction or something like that. I always use the Spectrasonics and the drummers. This drummer 1960, it's just fantastic. This sounds great, and anything you ever do with it.